when more people understands that shit, because that's nowhere near mainstream. People they're not even thinking about that. A nigga like me is. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, like when I talk to my accountant and we have conversations about how much I have to pay in tax, that shit gets me so mad. You know, like anyone who pays tax should be mad at that. Like, why? Right. Why? Oh, the roads. The roads got to get fixed. We got to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a point in time very soon where a lot of people are going to understand that. They're going to understand, I don't need no bank. What do I need a bank for? What's going to happen then? Episode 16 of the Jex podcast. We are in the building. Today is Thursday. Feels like a Friday. I don't know why it feels like a Friday. But yeah, we here, episode 16, man. Thank you for coming back and hanging out with us on another Thursday afternoon that you're possibly seeing it. Right, because on Thursdays. Yeah, they get it released on Thursdays, right? We do it on Thursdays. But yeah, we back at it. To my left, as always, my brother, Mr. Gary Cowan. And to my right, my brother, Mr. Jarrell Dinkins, out here. He's spending some time out here in Miami. And my man was at Aventura Mall. I live down the block from the mall, and my man really just went and found his way at the mall and even hit me up. Salty about that.
You saw him or he saw you?
I saw it on his gram, bro. I saw he's on Aventura Mall on his gram. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. He over there.
Where's the world's Carmen San Diego? He's throwing clues out there.
He over there at Tap. You know what I'm saying? Had a little lunch, and I'm like, oh, word. I could have been on my walk and passed by. It would have been problems. Like, yeah.
I was helping him out, Yeah. A little less shopping for the day.
Word. But, yo, man, appreciate you dropping by. Rel, whoever's watching, we've all been super cool for eons now. It's been years. Met in the last company we was in, and which was the other one. And then we now together now, Boomerang. So, he's in the area, told him to stop by, come chat it up with us, man. So, let's go, man. How's y'all week, man?
Man, y'all, listen, it's been tranquil. It's been peace. Still enjoying my self-vacation.
That's right, because Gary's at home. Nobody at home. The wife, the kids, everybody's
in other countries. I get the place to myself. I tell people, man, it's probably been almost 8 years, man.
took a year off your life.
My age,
off your age, yeah, man. You're a little younger right now. Skin glowing. I walked into Gary's house the other day. I felt like I walked into a yoga studio. My man had on this little light R&B playing. You know what I mean? Yo. Incense. He had an incense burning. No,
peace. I don't know. Piece, but it's been a good week in terms of that. But also busy though, even though it's been peaceful. It's been busy because I had to do a lot of work, studies, business, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a good week. I would say so myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how's your time been out here, Ro? I know you from up north, so your arms is probably sore from shoveling snow. So you had to give it a rest.
Crazy thing is, I haven't shoveled snow at home, but I was in Nashville when the snowstorm hit out there. So
you thought you outsmarted the snow? The snow was like, wait, we forgot him. Dump a little over there.
Oh man, yeah, it was horrible. I left Connecticut, went out to Nashville for a few days. As soon as I hit, the snowstorm hit, so I literally couldn't do anything in Nashville. I barely could get out there, So I had to travel to Atlanta, then go over to Nashville. Stuck in a snowstorm there, came home for one day, and then I've been out here since. I came here the very next day. So I've been here since.
He came to thaw out.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yo, let me ask you, how depressing is it when you live in New York, and because we always say we're from up there. When you live in New York, Connecticut, and then you come down to Miami, and then you got to take your ass back home up there. How does that? I used to remember that feeling all the time. That shit was the most depressing flight in the universe. And you got to land and you just see brown streets and and trees with no leaves and like the worst shit ever, man. Shout out to everybody up north right now it's like you live in you got a jail center. You doing a bid while you living up there.
They feel like they feel popping right now because I think it was like 40-something, 50 degrees a day. So
I remember those days, yeah.
So you know they outside.
Yeah. 50 degrees, you play ball
out there right now with a tank top on and a hoodie.
You see, you know how in the Bronx when they hit City Island, that's when it's a great day. I looked on my town. I see City Island.
City Island ambassador, man.
In City Island.
I'm gonna be real. I could go with City Island right now. I haven't had no food all day. We're shooting right now. It's 8:08. Yo, I've been literally on the phone and shit all day. City Island sounds amazing, bro, right now. That's amazing. Damn, when was the last time you've been to City Island? When was the last time you've been to City Island?
I had to be with Ralph.
Nah. There was a time. The last time
went together.
Yo, the last time I was in City Island was the time when we
Rob.
With Rob. I'm not even gonna mention what happened.
Tell Rob whole story.
Rob, hold it down. Rob, one time, whenever you get down to Miami, we may tell that story. We may not, but I'm sorry. I did not know. But
this is when I was there.
Yeah. No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. No, I don't think Rob was there.
The last time
you remember when we went to like our first like boomerang training?
Yeah.
And then we went to City Island
right after that.
After. Oh, so you was with us?
He was with us. The big ass table.
So you remember what happened? He don't know. He don't know.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know.
Something.
But that's what I was trying to explain to Rob. Now, first of all, let me put a disclaimer. The next minute or two, you're gonna have no idea what we're talking about. So I just want to because it's a hidden story that we can't release right now. But he was mad that day. No, he wasn't mad. Let me say he was not mad. But
his spot was blown.
My thing is, bro, you speak in these weird Spanish codes, bro, that no one, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And when I regurgitated, somebody else at the table knew. I didn't know. And look, Raw has no clue. You had no clue until the next day I called you. No, you only called on because I called you and broke it down. I'm like, yo, here's what happened yesterday. But hey, shout out to you, Rob, man. I love you, bro.
I feel the same exact way. I still don't know it.
Right. You'll learn when this is over, man. But y'all we've had a lot of things happening.
What you do this week?
It is not on this board at all for topics. All I did was study NFTs. We could get into that, not get into that, but that's all I've done. You know what I'm saying? I've looked up and down that industry and what's going to take place with that industry. But yeah, I've been good, man. I went, did my what I call my meditation walk, which is 5.3 miles around my neighborhood in Aventura, around the Turnberry golf course. But yo, my man in the back, he heard 5.3 miles. He was like, what the fuck? Like, that serious? Yeah, man, I take the little, sometimes I would jog. Like, actually, I jogged a decent amount of it today, but walked around. I did that today. The week has been, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes my days are like, I think, normal people weeks. Some like with all the shit that be going on. I don't even, if I have to really sit and think and maybe be quiet, not say a word, put my phone in my pocket for like 5 minutes to really remember what I did 3 days ago. That's probably not even a good thing either. I'm not bragging about that shit at all, but yeah.
Busy weeks.
Busy weeks, man. Yeah, but we did a lot. Yeah, we doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Learning some new things. You know what I mean? With our company, the Elevate project. You know what I mean? Taking some time. So what that is, with our Boomerang, they're about to release a platform that's going to help people to learn how to trade, man, in every facet. So it's pretty dope. And the reason why I'm letting it out right now because we done had a couple big calls about it.
Yeah, we dropped it.
Yeah,
it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon, man. That's going to be amazing. And I definitely have to give a shout out to the educators on there. Ashley and Kervin and we haven't got with John and Ben, but we about to learn from them, right? But shout out to them because they've been making the process of learning, how to trade, look at these charts a lot easier than I think many people have ever expected. I mean, like I think Daniel Camaro, like he was on that call the other day. I don't know if you guys are on it. Yeah. He broke that. He was like, man, I was looking at the charts and it was looking like Chinese. Now it's not. And I feel like the same way. It used to look like Chinese, but it's definitely not anymore. But so shout out to those educators.
I'm the kind of like, I'm a 65 average student, right?
Me and you both, man. Don't get it twisted.
I do enough just to get out. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit. Nobody want to do no extra time. You know what I'm saying? It's just do my 4 years, get 65, I'm out of here. So when shit gets confusing like that, and the moment I start daydreaming, I start looking out the window, it goes out. So it ain't been the easiest, but they definitely made it. Yeah, they made it a lot easy, but I am picking up some stuff. I am learning, but Jesus Christ, man.
What's the hardest thing you think? Like, I mean, there's a lot of confusing.
The hardest thing for me?
Yeah, to pick up.
To wake up in the morning.
the timing. Oh, when
yeah, because we've been doing the calls in the morning. Yeah,
that's the hardest thing, man, is to wake up. It's harder to get up than to see the charts.
Yo, you stupid, bro.
I'm telling you, it's like, oh my God, I'll be sitting there. And in the morning and learn. That's to see when I used to go to school, I used to always skip the first and second period.
Because you learn better around noon.
Yeah, around noon, lunchtime.
You learn better around noon.
So I would show up
Your
late,
body's up.
Leave early. I was that kind of kid.
Gotcha.
Show up second and a half period.
Yeah.
I'm early for third.
Okay.
I go to lunch and then I'm out halfway into last period. Like, yo, so teach. Can I go to the bathroom? And that's just I'm gone. I did that for. That's how I graduated.
Yo, I'm gonna be real. I mean, our school careers mirrored each other a lot. I say that I was very much like that. I would literally, my mom's would be. I think she knows a lot of this stuff already, but I would literally get up, take the train, go to school, get that third period attendance, get right back on the train and come home. Yeah, people, you like, yo, you going to this class? Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit late. All right, what time you going? Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be there. I'm not going today. I hated school, like without question. God could not stand school, but found a way, man. I negotiated my last couple credits. That's what, hey man, listen, the power of negotiating. Go take some negotiating class. I never did. My dad was just a good negotiator, but that helped me graduate school. But those classes, man, that we've been taking, I feel like they're very, very easy to understand and jump on at. So, whoever's watching, definitely listen. Check out for that Elevate course that's going to drop in that program, because it's definitely April 3rd is going to drop. So whoever's interested in picking that up, I would highly suggest to go ahead and see what that's about. So let me see something real quick. Yeah, man, we got the topics on the board, man. Let's jump into it. What's some of these topics that we got up on there?
We got to talk about the first one.
What's the first one to the left or the first one to the right?
The first one that says Erykah Badu.
All right, so listen, I didn't know nothing about this.
Just warm it up like that.
Right, some of our producers, man, they throw it up there and say, hey, man, did y'all hear about the Erykah Badu vaginal perfume called Badu Pussy? I have no idea about anything regarding that. But let's so if that made a splash out here, let me see what's going on in these streets, man. Is that so Erykah Badu got a vaginal perfume and fragrance. Are we gonna talk? We gonna big up the business side of that? What do we? This is more so your lane. You like to talk about shit like this, Gary. Let's.
We laugh, but somebody need to go get a bottle. Sold out. Nobody can get a bottle, right? Nobody can get a bottle.
They sold out in 20
minutes.
They want to know what Badu smell like.
Right? They want to get a little squirt out the bottle. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. I asked if that was really the name, because I've heard about it before the release. I heard, I didn't know anything. Come out with this. I'm like, oh, she's wilding. Like,
what was the tagline? Like, if you can't have it.
No, she says everybody deserves it.
Oh,
that's some catchy shit.
Everybody deserves some Badu.
Right. So.
Oh wait, so wait. So I'm reading this. All right, it says Erykah Badu is releasing incense that smells like her vagina.
Yeah.
So it's incense, not perfume.
Nah, I don't. I think
so it does say incense.
It says incense.
Incense. Oh yeah, man, they tripped me up. They said perfume.
It says incense.
It's incense. Yeah, it says first come Gwen release the incense that smells just like her nether regions. It's an incense. Yeah, I thought it was like a body spray. No. Honestly, reading that, I thought it was like that perfume you sprayed down there.
It's an incense. Okay, so you got to
burn
that.
That's what I thought.
So you got to burn it and walk around your crib. So now your crib, instead of me, my whole house got to smell like it.
Yo, why would she?
That's going to help relationships.
Why would she want to do?
You think so?
Well, yeah, you come in now, you're like,
and it already smell like sex. You're like, what the hell went in there? What
are we doing?
Nah, they didn't having sex with Erykah Badu.
But
a good situation.
I mean, on a business move, man, it's you get to the point where you just got to be creative. That's creative.
That is wild.
You got to do stuff.
That's wild.
That is wild. People buy wild, man.
That's wild.
That's
What's
true.
the positives? What's the positives we can get out of this?
It sold out in 20 minutes. That's a big positive. It worked for her.
Because who knows what she was doing business wise right now, right? That's a definite come up for her. A 20-minute sellout.
20 minutes.
What are they going for? $40? Who knows? $50. So it's going for $50. Who knows how many she sold? If she should have sold that thing as an NFT, it'd have been. But we going
I put that in the Zens or something.
Yo,
$50
You got this. You got this.
Oh my god!
But
Hey,
Oh
listen,
my god!
Let's sold out in 20 minutes. We need to put down some cents.
right, it's something, man. But hey, the positive side is she got creative. She released it, no
Got
matter
creative.
what nobody thought about
Yeah,
that.
facts.
And that shit hit. It
Facts.
sold.
And that's the thing too. Look. I found a positive. I found a positive from it right now. Just thinking about it. Sometimes you just gotta take a shot. Right? Go with your gut. Like, who would have ever look? You know how many people think of like stupid shit but just never do it?
Never do it right.
Yo, she just thought of some stupid shit. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make an incense. She probably burned incense in her house. She looks like an incense burning individual.
Absolutely.
She probably burned incense all day in her house. She goes, you know
Walk
what?
around naked.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna make one of these shits smell like me down there. And somebody's gonna buy it. That was probably
That's a big
jump, though.
Yo, but think about this. She was probably playing a little Monopoly game at the crib with her friend. It came up as a joke. I dare you. I dare you to do it. She'd be like, "Oh, you daring me?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna find a way to do this shit." And now look,
And she just released it.
released it, sold
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So I don't know if that move just messed with the microphone because I know they're probably gonna tell me not to do that again. But
Yeah,
yo, listen, man, that right there, that's nuts. Sold out in 20 minutes.
That's
man.
nuts.
Yeah,
That's next. Nuts.
We
know somebody thinking about it.
Shout out to Erica Badu, man.
And
Hopefully somebody
that's
hears
gonna
this and goes and
inspire
buys it.
something. Yeah, somebody gonna inspire something.
Yeah, hopefully somebody goes and buys that. What else? Mars Rover. We got. I know that they released the footage of like when it landed, which is crazy. So here's a question I'm gonna ask, right? So because I know the last week we spoke about like it actually landing where Jesus was on, but a couple of days ago is when they actually released the footage of when the Mars Rover landed. So it shows, man, like this shit landing on the ground of Mars, man, and it showed the top. It like from the little device that it came down from, and it showed the ground as well. Let me ask y'all this question, because there's a couple different ways we can look at this. One, 3 different ways. One, it's a extremely it's a feat for technology, and it's a feat for really not even to try to sound like corny or cliche, but it's a feat for like mankind to be able to do some shit like that, right? It's one way we could go in depth with that. The other thing we can say is like what I've been seeing people say is, the type of money they spending on that, they could do other things. That's a conversation that's been out there. The third thing is some people are saying, that's cap. That's bullshit. Them niggas ain't land no damn rover on Mars. They lying. That's Mexico. Like, they just did that and faked it up. Like, what we taking from this right now? Let me start. So I don't think it's fake. I don't think there's some people out there that really do think that, the moon landing was fake. They think this is fake. I try to stay away from conversation where people think everything's fake.
Yeah.
I don't like conversation like that because it's just like kind of limited thinking. I'm in between. Those resources could be more useful, maybe a little bit. We use some of those resources more so for stuff down here on Earth, and that's incredible. Like that's fucking crazy.
I heard it was actually a challenge to go. They went through to get out the atmosphere and do all that stuff too. It wasn't like an easy feat to go out there. I heard the process of even getting it out there was crazy.
Yeah, it took about, I think it said 290 days. For it's almost a year it took, right? For it to get over there, traveling.
Through its process of traveling.
I've got an app on my phone. Anybody could download this app. It's called Skyview. All right, you can download this app. There's a free version. There's a version you can buy, and you know, you can point the app on your phone into the sky, and you can see like, all right, well, that's this constellation. That's this. Oh shoot, that's this planet. I didn't even know it's not a star. That's a planet. So the thing, like, I'm amazed with like, you know, the stars and stuff like that. I be outside living in Florida. You get to really enjoy the sky because it's not really much light pollution as much as like growing up living in New York. So you could look up, you could be like crazy. Like every time I look up now, like from my balcony, look up in the sky, I could tell like, oh, that's Mars, because you can see Mars, you can see Jupiter, you can see Saturn from Earth. You don't need no telescope. They look like stars, but they're like Mars is like a little red dot in the sky, and I think that's crazy. Like that's here's the one, when I think about stuff like that, I always just think of if that's real, right? If that's real, and somebody found a way to get a little drone from here to there, that gotta find, like, if you ever feel down and out, right, and you ever feel like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this situation, I don't, you know, this shit just feels overwhelming. I really do think that you could take a moment and just kind of look at a situation like that and say, if they could find a fucking way to do that shit, right, all right, I could find a way to get over my baby mama problems, you know what I mean? Or my credit problems, you know, or my tax problems, like whatever the case may be. Like, you know, these are things that I feel like can be used in that light, but that's kind of how my brain works.
To say on each part, all right, cool. We go first to the statement of they could be using the money to be doing something better for us. And we always know is always the person that ain't got no money complaining about what you do with yours. So I'm not saying that it's not true in the fact, because there's a lot of things that should be funded out here. But at the same time, a lot of people want money to be move their way, and then they're going to waste it and buy a fucking bullshit they don't need.
They're going to go to have a Louis.
So it's kind of like, do I rather people get free money to go buy some Louis, or for them to go out there and do things that kind of could create what Google created? You know what I'm saying? You have a purpose to continuously to evolve. And some people just don't have that vision and think things like that are necessary. They don't want change, to be honest with you. And here we are looking for it and trying to progress. So I'm like, you're going to have to do things like that with the money. But then there is other things that money should be used for us. And
give me some examples.
I mean, we talked about a few things in the plan. That last episode, not the last one, but the first episode we did with Jesus. And he was reading the list of the things that they was putting into the plan and where it was going and who it was going to.
Yeah, which is wild.
Like stuff like that. So it's like, damn, like where's that shit? Ain't none of that flying this way. You know what I'm saying? To the people that need it. So that's what I mean.
That's a fact.
You think maybe people feel that way because they don't know what the purpose of it is?
Well, if you don't have vision, you won't ever care about the purpose. If you don't like change, you don't care about change. You know what I'm saying? People just want to be able to feel good where they at. And they don't care about the world moving forward,
right,
or progressing. So if you're that type of person, then you're not going to care about them putting something on Mars. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think that's important, man. Like, people got to really think about the importance of getting some information on some places that is not, here on Earth. Like, we got to find some info about some of these other planets, just in case, shit hits the fan here. There's got to be some people that are allocated to
doing
go do that
like
job.
That's the purpose of that. So the next thing is, do I think it's capped? No, to be honest with you, I think a lot of stuff is done behind the scenes way before they release it to the public.
Yeah.
So if it is out there, it's probably way beyond what we hear. Today you heard the audio of the American Airlines pilot saying that
I saw you sent that in our group chat.
UFO flew over the aircraft or something like that. Some cylinder like there's shit out there. There's shit out there more advanced, and I think we know that. So now we got to continuously stretch to do things.
And sometimes like with a situation like that, right? So what Gary's talking about is there was reports that an American Airlines pilot went and reported that while he was flying over Mexico, right, or he was flying from Cincinnati, Ohio to Phoenix, but they happened to be over like northwestern Mexico. They the pilot went ahead and called in that there was like a cylinder shaped object that flew overhead, like above him, and he
extremely fast.
Said he was going fast, and he was like, "Man, it looks kind of like a missile." You know what I'm saying? And or missile type, cylinder object. sometimes when I think of stuff like that, like, see, we don't know what some of these countries be doing behind the scenes. Like they have some, first thing is like, oh, it's a Martian from outer space. Nah, I think sometimes some of this shit is stuff that we doing right here, like, but that no one knows. Like, you don't know
always
what
put
Russia
the word
is.
UFO into aliens, but it's just
unidentified object.
Identify what was coming by. That's why I say aliens.
Yeah, that could have been a little Russian cosmonaut. You know what I'm saying? And a little machine that no one knows.
A cruiser missile or something like that. Cruise missile, some term he used.
Yeah, I think he used cruise missile, right?
So but things like that, they're doing things. That's what I'm saying. They're doing things behind the scene to progress and elevate, and we won't know it. Sometimes a person sees it, experiences it, and like, yo, what the hell? But there's a lot of things being done behind the scenes. So if they release something like that, I feel like there's no point of faking it. There's a lot of other shit going on.
Passengers notice it?
I don't think so, because remember, you well, you never know. Maybe somebody saw that shit coming from a distance, but who are we to know? But the pilot obviously has their radars. They can see a lot more than we can.
And it wasn't on the radars. They saw it with their eyes.
Right, they saw it, but
yeah, when he asked you, like, you guys got targets up here, and that was one of the things he said.
They got this big ass windshield in front of them, so
yeah.
If anything is coming forward or behind, you're not gonna be able to see it. Right, as he said, it's over the top. But yeah, so UFO, you got technology. Now they talk about we get to see some of these records from, what is it, Area 50, whatever that shit is. They're going to put out there. There's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
They need to be out there doing stuff like that to find out what that stuff is.
Right.
Because if not, shit hit the fan. Then I'm saying, people saying, why that money ain't coming this way, going to complain. Why
y'all ain't do nothing earlier? Why you didn't find nothing earlier? Why didn't you do anything?
People that complain is going to always find a reason to complain.
That's what they do.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
They're here for, man.
That's what they here for, bro.
So that's how I feel about that. I don't believe it's capping that, but that's fire though. I haven't seen.
I think that is fire. That's super fire. You know, the way they're able to have technology to get people from, or excuse me, we don't know. Like I've read articles that there's people on Mars right now, like working on trying to build camps and shit that they're not talking about. They've already put people allegedly, right? That is, people up there. I remember I was watching recently the Joe Rogan interview with Elon that they did a couple weeks ago. And Elon Musk, and Joe Rogan asked him, about so what do you think about like what's going on with some of these, things? And Joe Rogan just gave examples of like what's like some of the reports that's been coming out that the government released. Like the government released two different videos from different military planes that took some pictures of unidentified stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Elon was very open on the podcast. He's always open when he speaks. But he was like, yeah, I don't know anything about any aliens, and it's not even on my mind. I don't even think about it. And I'm watching it, I'm like, you full of shit, bro. You are fucking full of shit, man. Like
had a SpaceX and all that, don't know.
Yeah,
it's not on his mind.
It's not on his mind. You don't think you are full of shit, man. You probably know them personally. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't trying to say anything about it, but yeah, all right, man.
Was that Elon Musk too? I don't know if it's on the same topic that invested somebody. Was it? I don't know if it was him about the dust in the sky to stop the global warming, like to cool Earth.
The dust?
Yeah, to block.
Well, let's look at that up.
Yeah,
to block.
I can't remember if it was Elon Musk. It might have been him or was it Richard? It might have been Elon
Branson.
Musk.
Nah, Richard Branson ain't got Elon money. It was crazy.
It might have been Elon
Richard
Musk.
had a head start too, man. Richard Branson had a head start, big head start on Elon, and Elon came and lapped his ass big time.
I thought probably took a break. So I'm just chill right here.
Nah, but he was going full force.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, it was supposed to be some dust. Yeah, some dust that's supposed to have been it literally just came out. I saw it the other day, and it's supposed to put some dust in the air to block the sun, so you can cool the earth. But
let me see who's behind that. Let's see. Bill Gates. Bill Gates venture aimed to spray dust into the atmosphere. That motherfucker, I don't know about too much, man.
That shit is
into the atmosphere. It's almost
that's that new coat he about to spread, man.
Atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? I hope that's not. My thing is this, my man, son. Like, what are you doing? Like, you got your hands in all these COVID vaccines, and now you want to block the sun. Like, yo, what? Relax. You know what I'm saying? It's almost all like, damn, this COVID shit ain't kill enough people I thought would kill.
Well,
let's try this sun shit. Let's give him a crack at this sun shit. Let's see if we can kill people like that.
He's always talking about what is it? Population control and shit like that.
Allegedly, like him and his wife, want to populate.
So
Stop giving
anything
him,
he
yo.
do,
The new 100, man. Y'all seen the 100?
Stop giving him so much power, man.
Anything he do, you got to question, like, because he got a motive.
Yeah, you know he you see he even threw a shot or two at Elon the other day. You know, he threw a shot at Elon, pretty much saying like, yeah, well, you know, if you have Elon's money, I would buy Bitcoin, but I'm not buying it. If you don't have Elon's money, you shouldn't be buying Bitcoin. You shouldn't be investing in cryptocurrencies. And it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna listen to Elon before I listen to you. You know, you triggered. I'm not saying Elon's perfect either. Who knows what he got up his sleeve in.
Yeah, but we kind of understand his motive, man.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, obviously, you know, Warren Buffett, he's an older figure. He's probably in cahoots with so many banks, you know, that the crypto industry is not friends with banks at all. You know, that's something that we spoke about yesterday, you know, just realizing there's going to be a day where someone does not need a bank account. That banks don't want to hear that shit. Right now, you don't need one. Like if we're going to be real, you really don't need a bank account right now. Some people are probably like, well, what do you mean? Yeah, if you can, there's places actually right now. One of the reasons why so many people are moving to Miami, one, obviously the weather, two, no state taxes, three, the mayor of Miami is allowing people to now get their paychecks in Bitcoin. That's like people don't really get that. Like they don't understand how major that is. Because now here's what happens: you get your paycheck in Coinbase, get it sent to Coinbase, right? Or you pick it up. You're able to get it directly to your Coinbase wallet. You can go, if you need cash, to a Bitcoin ATM. Pull out your cash that way. If you're like, man, but I don't want my Bitcoin to fluctuate so much, because you can take, if I got paid $1,000 this week at my job, but Bitcoin just dropped several thousand and it dropped percentage, what's gonna happen to my money? Well, it's very easy. If you're on Coinbase, you could just get that cash, or get that Bitcoin onto your Coinbase wallet. Then you just take that money and transfer it over to USD coin that does not fluctuate, and you can just let that shit sit right there until you need to take out money. You transfer however much you need 5 minutes before you go to the Bitcoin ATM and pull out the money that way. Why the fuck you need a bank? Right. What you need a bank for? Banks? Who you paying taxes? Satoshi? He not taking Bitcoin ain't taking no taxes from you. Who's taking taxes from you? You know what I'm saying?
Find their way, buddy, right?
When more people understands that shit, because that's nowhere near mainstream. People they're not even thinking about that. Nigga like me is. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, like when I talk to my accountant and we have conversations about how much I have to pay in tax, that shit gets me so mad. Like anyone who pays tax should be mad at that. Like, why? Right. Why? Oh, the roads. The roads got to get fixed. We got to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a point in time very soon where a lot of people are going to understand that. They're going to understand, I don't need no bank. What do I need a bank for? What's going to happen then? With not even necessarily the economy, because things can still be purchased. You can still go out to eat. You can still buy your clothing. You can still do everything you want. What is going to be what's the point of the middleman now? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, where I think the more and more people start to understand that, because I think more people they get into arguments, right? Is Bitcoin a good investment? Should you invest your money in Bitcoin? That's not the right. I don't think that's the right argument. You know what I'm saying? Is anything a good investment? You don't know. I think the idea behind what a cryptocurrency is, and that Bitcoin is the strongest one, that now plays a much bigger role in people's lives versus, oh, should I put money in Bitcoin? Yeah, I got my check of, a couple dollars this week. Yo, should I go throw that into Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin's not a casino. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't look at it as that. That's where, people are storing wealth, but man, don't think of it as like, man, because if I put some in today, it might go up today. Don't think of it like that. It's not, right. You know what I'm saying? Or in that regard, Bill Gates is right on that. Let the big boys think about that. You know what I'm saying? That you want to play the game of winning when Bitcoin's value goes up. That's a different conversation. The idea behind Bitcoin being a currency, that's in general, whether it goes down or up, that's the bigger topic. Right. People need to understand and adopt that sooner or later when you realize there's no stopping that shit. Here's how you're gonna stop Bitcoin. You wanna know how you stop Bitcoin? End the internet. No more internet. When is that ever gonna happen, bro? When a meteor comes and hit us, God forbid, that's when there's gonna be no more internet. When there's nobody else left on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So how do you stop something like that from sooner or later taking over? So I've been really diving in a lot on that recently. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about that, taxes, and that's just gonna be a fucking past tense thing. You know what I'm saying? Paying taxes. They're gonna have to beg people. Yo, I need y'all. Yeah, oh yeah, credit. Yo, even that. You ain't people worrying about, I need good credit to buy X, Y, and Z. In the DeFi market, you don't need credit.
That's why.
You need currency, cryptocurrency. That's what you need. You want to take out a loan? How much cryptocurrency how many Ether you have? How much Bitcoin you have? You could get loans on that. Credit, that's going to be a prehistoric thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that obviously because I want people to get their education up. That's why I've been, when we started the podcast, I've been thinking about NFTs so much. You want
to explain?
NFTs is going to change the game. I really do believe that NFTs is going to make more millionaires than Bitcoin ever did, like way more, because an NFT, which is called non-fungible token. That's what an NFT is, non-fungible token. So when you think of it, and I'm going to break it down as easy for people to understand, what an NFT is a way to take anything and create it and make it a digital collectible item. Right? And it's not even gonna only be digital. They're gonna have physical NFTs as well. But the thing with NFTs is it allows people to now, at starting base right now, it's gonna allow people to have way more control over being creative and their creations, right? So the biggest things in NFTs right now, and most people right now who's listening, they have no clue what an NFT is. It's a conversation that's slowly growing. But it's growing fast, right? There's a lot of people that's talking about it because it makes sense. So right now, the two biggest industries or I don't want to say industry, two biggest like markets within the NFT industry is art and sports collectibles and things of that nature, right? So the art world is they're like, I think, kind of sort of pioneering the NFT world right now. So if you an artist, right? And let's just say you are Pablo Picasso, right? You are Rel Picasso, and Rel just painted this incredible masterpiece, one of one. The world knows you, right? You're gonna now sell this to Sotheby's auctions or Christie's auctions. There's gonna be some billionaire out there that buys your painting for $1 million. Okay, cool. You get your cut, right? You're probably gonna get whatever percentage you work out with Christie's. You're gonna make $800,000 off that. Christie's take 200, right? Maybe they take 20%, whatever. Now this billionaire who bought your piece, what is he gonna do? He's gonna put it up in his wall. Maybe knows another billionaire friend that wants it more because of the hype surrounding that piece. It went up in value. Art goes over time. Historically, art goes up in value. So when a billionaire buys your piece for $1 million and sells it to his friend for $2 million, what happens to you? Nothing. It means that don't mean shit to you, right? That secondary buyer now sells it to somebody else 5 years later for $10 million.
I still got the original.
No, you got the 800, right? You got the credit. You are the man. But what did that happen? Nothing really worked for you. Currently, right now, with the NFT space, an artist can create a digital piece of art, a digital piece. It lives here in the world, in the digital world, right? But it's created on a blockchain. So now there's a blockchain address that's connected with this piece of art. And now, let's say you're the artist of this digital piece of art that was created on the blockchain. Now you sell it on the website that allows you to sell it on this website. You sell 100 pieces, okay? You sell each piece for $1,000. That's it. How much money is that? What, $100,000 you just earned, right? But here's the thing. The only middleman is the website you want. They just charge you maybe a service fee for doing that. But you gain most of it. Here's where it gets interesting now, right? The 100 people who just bought your piece of art for $100, they know Jarrell Dinkins' art is crazy. He's the man. He gone now. The people, 100 people who bought your art, a few of them is probably going to go sell it now for $200. Guess what happens to Rel? Rel earns a royalty when that sale was made. And then somebody else sells it for $250. Guess what happens to Rel? Rel earns another commission off of that too. Forever. You created that artwork on the blockchain. Now, since everyone is finding wealth in it, they're also getting to be able to profit from the rise of the popularity and the value of these pieces, but so are you.
Right.
Because it was created on the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something now. Now here's the arguments, right? There's the younger folks and the older folks. Yo, Isaac, how long was you on that Clubhouse conversation last night? I was on that shit for like 3 hours. Same. I was on it forever. They were going at it. There was a couple people, this young, I forgot the lady name. She sounded like a hater. Like she was in the art world and she was like, oh, well, I don't know. This sounds like a money grab, this and that. But all of it, Beeple was in it. And so if y'all don't know, Beeple is the Jay-Z of the digital art world. You know what I'm saying?
All the Trump cartoons, all the stuff that, all the
yes.
culture stuff.
Yes, he's the man, right? He's some of his pieces that dropped on Nifty Gateway, which is the website, has gone for several $100,000. I think he broke the record for most money earned in one drop. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the first artist to ever release a fucking NFT piece of art at Christie's auctions. You know what I'm saying? Which is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? He's the man. But we were in this chat yesterday and we were talking. People were talking. The argument with NFTs is this. Some people are like, oh, but it's not physical. It's not tangible. It's online. Like, well, why would somebody pay for that? And I seen Gary V. Gary V was in the chat too, and he was cutting people ass in there. Like, it was funny. Like, he was, because he's a huge proponent of NFTs. Huge. And he was just saying, like, what you mean? Like, you know, you talk, people are saying this is not a thing that people can physically touch. But everything is like that. He was like, yo, the same people are saying that this is not something you can physically touch is the same people that's, you know, working up 10 hours a day to get a blue check on their Instagram. Can you touch that? You know, now let's think about it like this. This is something that I was talking about. You know, I've been telling Gary a lot of stuff that I've been, you know, finding. Yo, but when was the last time anyone who's listening, anyone who's watching, anyone in this room right now, when's the last time y'all bought a physical photo album to put your pictures in? When was the last time y'all went and like go, I don't even know, what do you call it again when you make pictures? I forgot. I literally forgot what you call that shit. What do you call it? Develop pictures. When the fuck somebody gonna develop? No one does that. So are these pictures that you own, are they not valuable to you because you can't touch it? That's bullshit. It's an old way of thinking. Now, when you speak to kids, like for example, the kids now that play Fortnite and they play all these other games that you can go like Roblox and all the stuff that you can buy. You could get on the game for free, but then you buy skins on there. You buy the shirt, the hat, the kicks. Kids, when they hear the idea behind NFTs, they're like, duh. Of course. Why? What?
They're playing 1,000+ hours to get that one skin. That
exactly.
Level 100. What value do those have? They have no value.
There's no value, right? But no, put to people who don't understand, but to them it means everything. That's a flex. When they're playing Roblox or when they're playing,
that's
you know, exactly. So that's the world we live in, though. You know what I'm saying? So for people there's some people who are like, oh nah, NFTs won't ever work. You're bugging. I was saying this yesterday, so I had the conversation with Dion. We was having a conversation about this yesterday, a long conversation. And I said it, I was like, yo, the day somebody like Drake decides to drop a song as an NFT, yeah, let me tell you, we're gonna feel the ground move. Because that's gonna change. The music industry is gonna be like, oh my God, like what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do right now? Because if Drake drops an NFT song,
we're not even buying CDs no more.
See, come on,
physical.
Those are like, you know, buying a CD right now is like, hey, this is a collectible item. I'm gonna keep in my, you know, fucking.
When you buy a CD, they give you a digital download. Literally.
Right, that you can probably scan, right? Or as a QR code on your phone. Come on, man. Like if Drake ever does that. Drake drops a song as an NFT. Here's what's gonna happen. He could put out and say, yo, my next single, I'm gonna drop as an NFT. It's gonna be 1,000 pieces, 1,000 articles of this song that I'm gonna drop for $1,000 each. That's just gonna sell like this. Like before your eyelid could even hit to blink, that's just gonna sell out. Right there, he makes $1 million. But guess what's going to happen with those 1,000 pieces? Those 1,000 pieces are going to go for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 because other people are going to want to own it. Drake makes a percentage every single time that shit is sold. Record label, excuse me, like there's no need for that. Now imagine. Let's take a step further. Imagine how Drake's getting all of these royalties in Ethereum. Banks are now like, huh?
I got a theory.
Yes, I got a theory. But think about that, right? Because most of these NFTs are run on Ethereum blockchains. That's the reason why I said Ethereum. Yo, if people don't really understand, it's very easy for people to like brush it to the side. Oh, that's nothing. And get so left behind in what's going on in the world that you'll be fucked royally. Royally. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff that, there's a reason why Mark Cuban has been talking about it. Reason why, Gary Vee's been talking about it, and why it's such a big topic right now in the world, because it is something that, sooner or later, if you don't at least understand how to use it, it's gonna hurt you in some way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, G. What you about to say?
So I say even the Bill Gates comment, like you talk about, leave the things for the big boy. I mean, I feel right now, as you say, people already have been left behind so often. So even playing a game small is better than not playing the game at all.
Not playing it all. Yeah.
So you got to get your foot in. Some people you saying NFTs. Some people still figuring out how to log into Robinhood. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit we've been. People just got their Robinhood account. Right? GameStop did it again today. I think. You know what I'm saying? The shit went back up, but there's mad people that have no clue what's going on out there. They're out of touch of the world. So they're definitely.
Y'all got that Robinhood?
Yeah. Yo, man, I just got my Robinhood shit. Like, bro, so that was 2016. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. But there are some people, as we talk about this, now this comes from, again, education, being aware, trying shit, being open-minded, and kind of understand that, things are going to be created and we need to stop being skeptical about change. But even that, got to play it a little bit. Put your foot in there, use them little, couple dollars you have to touch it. Don't listen to Bill Gates and tell, leave that for the big. No, get involved.
Do your homework. Yeah, get involved. Do your homework.
Get involved. Put some stuff in, because even a little bit throughout the process of growth can turn into something life-changing. But a lot of us, we like to get involved with shit when it's now the normal.
Yeah.
When everybody's doing it. So for some people now, they want to play the Bitcoin game. All they want to do is put in the 100 and pull out 200. They just in it to go in and out. So to them, it is an investment. But the reality is, no, it's going to be a long-lasting currency. And there's a lot of people that's playing it for the long game. It's not even close to what it's supposed to be doing. Right. But yet y'all still playing around penny pinching off of Bitcoin. NFT is going to be something that's going to be a world changing thing. Multiple different industries are going to be involved in it. It's going to be a whole world. Thanks to having kids, I can see it because I can see how my kids go so hard.
Yeah, so is mine.
I see how they be pressing. Mason be pressing the kid like, yo, man, I was cooking Shorty breakfast on Roblox. She stole my car. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
And mind you, this kid is like 5 years old.
Yeah, my nephew's 5. And then she stole my car, so I had to go back and go get it. And then I'm trying to buy a crib. Dad, I need $1 million Robux. Son, $1 million Robux is like $6,000, son.
What?
Yeah. Do the math. So I'm saying that now, it's the same thing. They're taking this currency, turning it into that. But that's the world they're living in right now.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So that eventually, a lot of people, we live our world through Instagram. Niggas be fucked up on the outside, and then they inside of Instagram. They hot out here when they got their check. So we already play some. We already kind of like in the digital world, but we never really play a part into the.
No, go ahead. Into the what?
We never really play a role into the investing and the smart side about it. We just end up always consuming, be consumers of shit, and we never really coming on the front end. So I feel like, man, we can't wait for all these trends to pop off and then end up jacking on it later on and say, oh man, this is the
here's the thing too. Now, when it comes to, because you said like for example, people do live in they live in a digital world right now, right? Like, and they create digital worlds for themselves on social media, right? The one thing about NFTs too, ain't no pump faking that shit. Oh no, that blockchain shows it all. It shows it all. Ain't no lying with the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pump faking
man,
with
so
that.
Stay away from that one. Just to let you know, ain't no lying, no cap.
Ain't no lie. Yeah, ain't no cap. You ain't gonna say you got X, Y, and Z, and then we go look up your blockchain address, and it's like, wait a minute, that's a lie.
I was on live on IG like 3 hours like yesterday talking about that.
About what? What you was talking about?
I was talking about peer pressure. Is it internal, external, but also the cap. A lot of the shit that goes on social media. That I don't think we spoke about.
Yo,
that
why did that light go out? My fault, Gary. That light went out there. Is that normal? Is that? Oh, okay. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My bad. Go ahead. That shit kind of scared me.
And some of the pressure that comes also from social media, but that's more. I feel like it's more internal as well because now you watch the person's digital world. And you feel now pressure that you got to up yours. You got to up your game. So you need to get your pictures done and taken a certain way. So I was talking about that for like 3 hours because that can take us so many ways. But it has a lot to do with this now where that's where most people spend their time trying to show their worth. It's through social media and a lot of shit be capped. So I'm pretty sure you should believe in the digital world because most of us are entertaining it now, but now you got to be funded into it. You got to be willing to invest in your digital world.
Right.
And that way, man. But
right.
NFTs.
Yeah, nah, it's a cool thing. And
but y'all could wait. Let me and Mike focus.
Yeah,
get your Robinhood going, you know what I'm saying? Get your Robinhood up.
Yo, somebody told me today, here's the crazy part. I ain't even trying to bang on Robinhood, but I was talking to somebody about Robinhood today, and they were like, "Yeah, I got some Bitcoin that's on Robinhood," and I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's cool. Send it over to your account to go fund." They wanted to fund an account, and they were like, "Oh, I can't. I don't think I can send my Bitcoin off Robinhood." I was like, "Wow,
Ouch.
That's how can if you're like." First of all, what if you can't send your Bitcoin anywhere? That's the point of a cryptocurrency, to be able to do whatever you want with it. And Robinhood allows you to buy it, and then they trap your ass on there with that's wild.
That's been a big news.
That's crazy. I had no idea. That's crazy.
Hey, man, you better send that shit in some stocks and pull that shit on another platform.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't believe it. I was like, nah, you probably just, you don't even know. You probably don't even know what's going on. But, oh, shit. Like,
they're going to have to validate their account or something. They're going to have to do something to be able to buy and send. I think that's a lot of platforms doing that now. But yeah, see? That's the shit
crazy.
I'm talking about.
But yeah, and my NFT is coming soon. We about to drop an NFT in a little bit. Hey, so, and y'all prepare for that because that's going to be pretty dope. So anyway, y'all go back to y'all Robinhood stuff, man. Like Gary said. Go back to that, man. So, what's up?
GameStop went up again.
GameStop went up. Yeah, people running. Yo, we got to buy the GameStop. Do y'all know why? Like, not to say, listen, if you know why, then jump in at the beginning. Cool. Grab that come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking that at all, like for sure. Grab that. But are you understanding why? Why is that? Do you even have Reddit as an app on your phone? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's another topic. I'll leave that for my man Rashad and Earn Your Leisure, and over there.
They talked about that recently. Him or one of the other guys.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what Rashad do. Shout out to Rashad and Troy, and Earn Your Leisure. But yo, we actually about to. This is the last one for February we doing, right? So this is the ending of Black History Month.
Mine ain't ending, man. I'm going for the year.
That's right.
Black History
That's
life.
right. Black.
It's life.
That's right. That's
about
right.
that life, but
shout outs to every, Black king and queen out there, just doing what they do, man. I was watching, speaking of kings, man, did y'all get to see Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get to see it. Nah.
Son, you gotta see it, man.
You gotta see
This
that.
shit on HBO, man.
It's on HBO. We know Gary's cheap, boy.
I got HBO.
Gary does not. He won't. When you download it. You probably get like a 7-day free trial, bro. Just do the 7 days.
Sure, I went to the movies and saw it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went to the movies?
Yeah.
They still doing that now?
In Connecticut, yeah.
They're letting people in. There's people in the movies.
Yeah.
For real?
Somebody in the comments, let me borrow your HBO signing.
Nah, you could do it. You could do it on HBO.
Send me a text. Now, let me hold it. I don't want HBO. I don't want any reason to go watch TV, but I need to watch that.
It's a great movie, by the way. Shout out to.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna do the HBO thing, but then I was like, man, I'm gonna walk down the block. I literally bought the ticket, walked down the street, and watched it.
Yeah, I want another reason to sit in my house. But yo, hit me up, man. Somebody watch it on my phone. Let's send that.
That was an incredible movie, man. Incredible, yo.
Don't spoil it, man.
I'm not. I'm definitely not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You can't talk about without spoiling.
Now, I'm not going to talk about it. I just want to shout out. Let's shout out the actors, man, for sure. Like Daniel Kaluuya. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Kaluuya. I think that's how you pronounce it. But if it, homie from Black Panther and Get Out, shout out to him. And
I was seeing an
Blake
interview of them
Stanfield
saying he didn't get invited to the Get Out.
Yo, I saw that.
Shit.
That's crazy. Yo,
Something
shame on homeboy who directed the movie because he black too, and he ain't. How you ain't invite your star?
But the day was like, yo, somebody's like, he ain't get a text or something. Something had to go wrong.
It was.
He ain't get an invite to
I was
Get
about to
Out.
ask, was
He's
it
an
intentional?
incredible. I don't know. He don't know. He don't even know.
He cleared the date. Next thing you know, they ain't get no invite, and somebody texted him like, "Hey man, it's great."
Imagine he tried to pull up in there. Yo, Charles, yo, hold on.
But
Security.
he say he ain't get an
We got this
invitation.
guy. We got this guy here. Said that. Said he's in a movie. Like my man, I'm the
Run like
star.
son in the film. He got to run like the dude does. Gotta get up out of there.
Yo, that was but that movie was great, bro. Shout out to him, man. How long we been at it right now?
55 minutes.
Yo,
All right, man.
Twitter.
We got what else we got?
Explain this thing to me. Twitter's release of their own OnlyFans copycat.
So essentially,
I don't know nothing about that. What's the talk about that?
Essentially, what's happening is Twitter is coming out with their own version of OnlyFans, which is called Super Followers. So now you can subscribe to exclusive content, almost like a Patreon or an OnlyFans, but all throughout Twitter. So they're pretty much trying to X out the competition with OnlyFans and bring everybody to just Twitter, because you can already post
Twitter.
Yeah, porn and like illicit things are already allowed on Twitter. So they're like, might as well kill two birds.
No
with one
wonder
stone.
Trump tight. So if you allow all that stuff on Twitter, Trump like, yo, I can't get off. I can't get off on Twitter. Y'all gonna do this to me?
You gonna do this to me?
It's definitely kind of interesting because you're allowing the platform for now people that aren't only illicit, like kind of sexual, kind of subscription-based content. You're now allowing to take people off of Patreon and take people off of other different mediums, and now allowing a social media to, release exclusive content. So I think it's
crazy, man.
So you saying this podcast should go on Twitter?
Maybe.
That's interesting, man.
That
I used
is
to be on
interesting.
Twitter. My online cherry got popped on Twitter.
Yo, what?
Yo,
man?
you know what's crazy?
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, it's just, that's weird.
Well, how the hell does that even happen? Yeah, I need you to explain that. Son, what's going on?
What I mean is,
That's a normal statement for G right now.
right. What I mean
Like,
is, I remember
casual.
maybe I'm thinking it, but I'm not explaining it. My the first time I'm going online, like using social media platforms is Twitter. Like that was the first time years ago. I wasn't on Instagram, wasn't on Facebook. Twitter was the only platform I ever had first that kind of like an on-sound social life. So as I said, Twitter was my, it was my first time. That was my virginity got for online stuff, social.
Son, that's what, yo.
My joint popped on Twitter, so
Yo,
always remember your
what
first.
the fuck?
you always remember your first.
Yo, make sure we clip that out. We gonna clip that out. We gonna make sure we post.
Everybody remembers their first social media network site.
That's good.
MySpace.
I didn't even have a
You know what?
MySpace.
I take
For
that
sure,
back because I was
100%.
on MySpace. My fault, Twitter. You wasn't my first.
MySpace.
It was MySpace.
Yo, wait. So people was on MySpace before Twitter?
Yeah.
MySpace was like the first social media, other than like
You gotta have MySpace.
I'm trying to think.
When
That was wild
when
back.
Twitter came out, I was like, man, I'm staying with MySpace. I ain't doing that Twitter stuff.
Yeah, you had MySpace.
Then
was
Facebook came
my
out only for
first.
college students. So.
I ain't go to college, so I couldn't get on
Yeah.
Facebook. I remember Tremaine's like, yo, you got to get on this Facebook shit. I was like, oh, let me sign up.
Try to sign up with your
And say, yo,
trying to
what's
get somebody
school?
CUNY.
What's school? Yeah, what's
somebody
your school
CUNY
email?
email.
I'm like, you know me. I'm like, nigga, this shit's stupid. It was MySpace because I just couldn't get on, so I was like, fuck that. It's stupid. I'm gonna stick to MySpace. Then you had
I didn't have MySpace. What was that?
Skonex.
I was late to all that.
Short-lived. That was a lot of
short-lived.
younger.
Yeah, it was
kids
short
on that.
lived. And there was another one. Black.
Black
Black
Planet. I
Planet,
was actually
bro.
on, I was on
Black
Black Planet.
Planet.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Black
of.
Planet was fire.
That
I was on
Planet.
that was the first. That was like one of the first ones.
Black Planet.
Not even MySpace.
MySpace to me, you had to be like
Black
a coder,
Planet.
man. People would change their profile, sound, music.
Yeah,
I was stupid with all
Nah,
that.
you had to pay somebody to do that.
Yeah, I
'Cause
paid somebody to
yeah.
do. I was stupid with that. shit.
Definitely had somebody do my page. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole era that I just
ain't that-
completely missed, bro.
You missed some
You had
spicy
to
shit
code
because
it.
Yeah, I
then,
miss MySpace.
then
That wasn't.
back
I
then
just
you
wasn't
have
on it.
like
People were
somebody.
making money, a lot of money doing that. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I make
Black
Black
space.
Planet page.
Like,
Like,
your-
MySpace
like your own
page or
website.
whatever.
I was too busy negotiating with my teachers to graduate.
Nah, I was already failing, so I ain't had to negotiate. I ain't had to negotiate nothing. But it was spicy, man. Because if you had a girl you like, you ain't put her in your top 5. Woo.
Yo,
who's
wait,
that on your top
Isaac
5?
back there talking about Brian, Isaac, you were fucking 9 years old, bro.
I've been cool since I was 11.
You were
He's probably one of
7 and a
who's
half,
paying.
bro. Over there.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Yeah, you had your 5, top 10 or something like that. You had to have your Tom, because Tom was you
yep.
had Tom. You had like your little girlfriend. You wanted to show her she's special, so you put on the page. And then for all, then you just got to use family. So everybody else to ask you, why I'm not in your top 5? My mom got to go there.
I remember hearing about that shit. I remember that. Like, I
Yeah,
remember
man, you
hearing
get in trouble when you got to join. They're not in your top 5.
And then whenever there was new music, if you didn't put that on your page,
Oh yeah, you had to
bro,
upload that
you
music.
was corny.
had the freshest
was
music
corny,
on your page.
corny,
You had
corny.
to,
Yo,
you had
that's
to upload the
crazy.
music. Yep.
I really, where the fuck was I? Did I get abducted by aliens?
Nah,
you know what
that
I'm
shit
saying?
was
During
high
this time,
school,
like, I
bro.
was not in none of that.
Nah,
That
Yo,
joint was tough.
That was high. Nah, that was, well, I
had
don't
to
know.
be
You didn't
high
go to
school.
college, so.
Yeah, I stayed at high school for mad long, so it was so I think I did 2 terms.
Yo,
High school was jail, boy. I did a bid. Man. It was,
Did 2 terms.
I don't even remember. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't even remember, bro. I don't even know what.
MySpace?
I don't remember
Nah,
what I
that
was
was
doing.
it,
I'm trying to
man.
think. What was I doing? Like, if everybody was on MySpace, what was I doing? I don't remember. I don't know.
Space was it.
I was rolling dice. That I remember doing.
But what we do
like gambling on the street.
Uploaded photos. What was MySpace purpose? What was it on talking on it?
It has some words too, though.
On your wall and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could show like pictures. You could upload
Yeah,
pictures.
the pictures. That was like the first.
upload,
Yo,
like,
could you even go to MySpace right
you
now?
could kind of like it was like a
Nah, Tom
forever
sold it.
scroll, right?
It was almost like a really long bio.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? It was like a longer version of Instagram
bio, right,
Like, you could
right.
put, like, oh,
You could
yeah,
just scroll forever.
yeah, flexing like your best fits and your best stuff, your profile. You have
Girl,
like a
shorty
symbol.
like
It
mine.
was like a mix of
Like
like
mine.
a forum and a social media. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just clicked this link. I just Googled MySpace. I just clicked this link and almost looked like
Shout out to
it
Tom, man.
was about
yo,
to
you know,
burn
he's
my
just
server.
Like, obviously a multi-millionaire, and he just travels the world and like he picked up photography and just
Yeah.
takes amazing photos.
Tom, look at the owner. That was it. My fault, Twitter. You gotta take that back. But as an adult, I would say Twitter in terms of
Okay,
content.
Tom, we need you to go be the next Elon Musk, man.
Twitter,
Go take that money and
Twitter
then go spend it
unleashed
on
my,
something. Go invest it on something.
He's like the Elon that sold.
Right. He's like right, exactly, yeah. Because Elon did that with PayPal.
But he kept on going. He kept
That's
on
what I'm saying.
making
Yeah,
more
that's what I'm saying. He did it with PayPal. I was like, nah.
Tom was like, I sold big.
Let me just chill. Let me just go chill. Yeah, Tom is in Bali right now.
with Richard Branson.
Literally.
Right, for real, just vibing.
Damn,
Shout out to Tom.
MySpace, man. Shout out my homegirl that used to make my my MySpace coding page for me, man.
That was big.
That was huge.
I don't know what was I talking about then? What was I like? I'm just trying to. What was I? I don't know. Like, who knows? But anyway,
You see evolution though, man. You see where the times have been. That's why you got to put money into things that can evolve, man. That's why you got to be creative. Somebody's figuring stuff like this out.
and what's
man.
crazy is that as time goes on, time gets compressed. That makes sense. Time is going on, and like technology is getting compressed. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 years ago, there was a giant gap between like things that was available to us 20 years ago and today. 20 years from today, how rapidly things are moving, like who knows what the fuck we going? You see Elon talking about dropping chips in people's head, like we're gonna be like in the Matrix. You know what? I want to learn kung fu today. Elon's like, I got a chip for that. Just come through to the spot
Download
now.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Download it.
And that's what he said the Neuralink is for. Like he said, Neuralink is to
Tight,
help
man.
people.
Where was that when I needed to graduate?
It's gonna be like a leapfrog. You feel me? Remember when you would put the leapfrog machine
Yes,
in? And
exactly.
It would teach you everything. It's gonna be like that.
That's what it's gonna be. He said he wants to like help advance evolution of humans. Now, don't get me wrong, it's just bugged out to think somebody putting a chip in your brain. Like, I don't know how many people going, I don't know if I'll do that shit, but the idea behind it, if it worked, if he's like, yo, Elon is on some, what do you need school for? I'm going to put this chip in your brain. You're going to skip all this dumbass time you take in school. You're going to learn how to read, write, do math, understand science, all this stuff. And it's 2 chips right here we're going to put in your brain. Let's go just bring evolution a little bit closer so we can find different ways to like push mankind forward. That's scary. Hold on. That's scary because now if we bring, I'm a guy of faith. I feel like...
Oh, he coming for that.
He play like Elon keep playing with shit like that. God is looking down like, all right, y'all wilding, man. Like, let me pull this plug now. Y'all bugging. Like, you bug, like Elon, you tripping, bro. Like, let me just pull the plug right now. Yeah,
I'm about to pull up.
Like, he just looking down at us like,
all right.
I watched a little Netflix.
Yo, chill.
I watched a little Netflix movie back in the day. No, it was not back in the day, a couple months ago. It had something to do with that. Like, they took kids into school. They went to kids' school and they put chips in their tooth, like little chips, and it controlled.
What movie was this?
It was some stupid shit series on Netflix. Actually, I can't say it's stupid because I watched it.
Yeah,
and they can control the kids, like they can program them, like so. And it was about one kid. He was a twin, and he didn't like needles, so he let his other brother go for him twice.
They did that with a female too. I forgot the name of it.
He was the one that never had the chip. They didn't know. The twin got it twice, and that's how he caught on his feet. They was kind of brainwashing kids. So, but I'm just saying that whole thing remind me. That's some scary shit. I think we're talking about the
same movie. I think we're talking about the same little series.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I'm trying to remember, but I think it was wasn't it a female? Unless it's the same because you described this. It was 2 female twins, but they always named number. They was all like their names were like numbers, like number 1, number 2. But it's the same same exact concept.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Same exact concept.
A little Netflix series, man. So I sometimes just go watch them. But that's to me, it reminds me of shit like that. Put a chip in your head. If I could download shit, that means you could also control me. I'm good with that. I'm good on that one.
Yeah, download, control. Like, you know what? You're gonna turn into one of them robots from iRobot.
No, sir. I ain't with that one. I don't know, Elon. You have to say that for when I'm not here.
Yeah, then he's talking about he wants to throw up 5,000 satellites above. That's it's called Starlink. So he wants to put internet. He wants to give everybody the ability to have internet anywhere on Earth.
Yeah. So when that chip going in, he can control everybody anywhere on Earth.
Right.
I'm good on that one, man. Wait till I'm going.
Thinking, planting seeds. No, you don't.
I'm telling you, man. He keep playing around. My man upstairs gonna be like, "Yo, it's enough. I had enough. You bugging. Okay, time to
Some Terminator shit.
Yeah. No, it is. Skylink is great. I'm telling you, my man, he gonna come down, reset, dinosaurs again, start over.
Try again.
Let's do this one more time.
All right, well,
yeah, man.
That's what's up, man.
That's it, man. Yo, shout out to everybody who tuned in. I know I've said this a couple times. Listen, if you get any value from this, just go tell your friends. Go tell your family members. Subscribe. Do whatever you got to do. Much love. Take care. Episode 16 is done. It's a wrap. Y'all be safe. Let's get it. What's going on, y'all? This is Michael Jacks from the Jacks Podcast. And if you got any value from this, if you got entertained, all I ask is for you to share it, like it, tell a friend, subscribe to the page. Much love.